Now, more for you of our exclusive interview with the wife of Mohammed Khan, the ringleader of the 7/7 London bomb attacks. He was one of 4 suicide bombers who killed 52 people on the Underground and a bus. His wife, Hasina Patel, told me she utterly condemns what her husband did.
He was spending more and more time away from me, sometimes for days at a time, and I thought maybe it's a phase, maybe he's like depressed, he's always out with his friends, but I couldn't put my finger on it, why he was always out and not spending a lot of time with me and my daughter.
You'd already got one little girl at home, and you'd found out that you were pregnant again.
I was happy to find out I was pregnant again. I thought maybe because of that he would start spending more time with us. I really did want the marriage to work. I was bleeding, but I phoned the hospital and they said it could be maybe a threatened miscarriage or something. So we went down to the hospital together on Tuesday, and he seemed relieved when they said that, you know, it's only threatened, it's not definite. He dropped me off at home, and that was the last time I saw him.
So you just got back from the hospital?
Yeah.
And then he just went?
Yeah, he said he's going out to see his friends.
And what was he like when he left, and how did he say goodbye to you?
Just a normal goodbye, like, oh, I'll see you later, I'm going out, and I'll be back in a few hours kind of thing.
So then that was it, you didn't see him
Didn't
again?
see him again after that, no. I kept trying to phone him, leaving messages saying, you know, like on Wednesday, I'm still bleeding, you know, something's up. I went to the hospital with my mum. The midwife, she told me basically I'd lost the baby. Went back to my own house and I put the TV on, and I saw that, you know, bombings had, it was just all over the news. So
the morning when you were learning that your pregnancy was going no further, your husband was committing this atrocity in London. How did you feel about him at that point?
I felt quite ashamed, really. He's left me to pick up the pieces.
You were arrested this year by the police when they were still investigating the 7/7 bombings. Happened in May this year. Tell us what happened.
It was just one normal morning, and there was a loud knock at the door. The police came into the living room. There was about 8 or 9 of them. It was very intimidating. And I didn't know what was going to happen next. I thought they'll search the house or tell us to go away for a few hours or something. And then the next thing you know, the policeman said, we're arresting you under suspicion of preparation, instigation of acts of terrorism. And I just felt so sorry for my mum, because she's been through enough. And to have this again, just when we moved house. So I went upstairs and I got some of my things. And then I asked the policewoman if I could just say goodbye to my daughter. So I didn't want to wake her up, because I didn't want her to see me like that. And then I just kissed her goodbye. I tried not to wake her up. And then when I walked out of the bedroom, and then they handcuffed me there outside her bedroom.
We know that the new Prime Minister's pushing to have detention without charge extended from 28 days, which is the limit now, to potential of 56 days. If Gordon Brown was sitting here now, what would you say to him?
I think for anyone who's experienced it, like now I have, it's like you're guilty until proven innocent. If it's increased to 56 days, to me it's like it's a sentence without charge or trial. It can ruin your life.
So at the end of this process, Hasina, it became clear that the police had a document from Siddiq. Tell us about this document and what was in it.
They showed me a will that they had found. In my section in the will, he wrote that I'm really sorry for all the lies and deceit. I hope you can forgive me, and I hope you can try to understand why I did what I did. You've tried to be a good wife, but I've deceived you, and that kind of message.
And he'd left some money too.
Yeah, there was a handwritten note, and it said on the note that I'm leaving you this money. I know it's not a lot, something like that. He said, and it was about £400, and he said, I hope just leaving you this money, just buy some toys for the children. And it was really sad because he mentioned children, and he obviously thought that the pregnancy had gone ahead. I do feel like I've been deceived, but I'm trying to stay strong for the sake of my daughter, concentrate on what life lays ahead for me and my daughter, and trying to make the most of it under difficult circumstances.
And condemn utterly what happened on that day.
I completely condemn what happened.
Hasina Patel, thank you very much indeed.